How's it going, trainers? After seeing the debut of the Paldean starters and Lechonk earlier this past week, we're now getting 4 more Pokemon lines from the Paldean region. How good are these new ones? Well, let's dive right in and find out. Welcome back, everyone. So after seeing Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxly, and Lechonk arrive and go, the Ultra Unlock for the current Paldea event will bring Pawmi, Nymble, Bombirdier, and Frigibax. We're analyzing each one of these 4's final forms to see how good they perform in both raids and PvP. So let's start off with Pawmi's final evolution, Pawmot. Now the Pawmi line is unique in that it's the only Pika clone that can evolve outside of the Pikachu line. The final evolution Pawmot sports a reasonably decent 232 attack stat with lower defense and stamina. It's pretty attack weighted, and despite pretty decent moves in PvP, with Spark alongside Wild Charge and Close Combat, it's not going to put up much of a fight. Electric types often have an uphill battle in PvP with a lot of ground types running around, and being frail doesn't help much either. It could find unique use in cups with its fighting subtyping, but overall, it's not going to spark my interest in PvP. In raids, it's not too impressive either, though certainly not bad. If you've not got a ton of great electric attackers, Pawmot's not a bad choice. It's just fairly outclassed by things like Magnezone, Luxray, and various Shadows, Legendaries, and Megas. Even Vikavolt, who's getting a community day later this month, is a better option. Next though, we move to a Pokemon who has even less use, being Lokix, which is pretty sad because it's got a great design. But unfortunately, Lokix doesn't really check any boxes. It's got a mediocre typing, it's too attack weighted for PvP, but it also doesn't even have an attack stat good enough for raids. So overall, it looks pretty bad and nothing more than dex filler. The best I could say it could get would be a really good fast move like Counter, but even that would only put it in a usable but pretty niche situation. Now a Pokemon who is a bit more attack weighted but far more usable is our next Pokemon, Bombirdier, a dark flying type with solid moves for PvP. Wing attack alongside Payback and your choice of Fly or Aerial Ace gives it a decent performance in the Great and Ultra Leagues. It's still not super bulky, but great moves certainly help it along, acting like a frailer but harder hitting Mandibuzz. I'd personally opt for Fly over Aerial Ace here, but Aerial Ace does give Bombirdier a bit more baiting potential. Still, I'd say Fly is more consistent for it. But moving on to our final new Pokemon line, and it's actually the Gen 9 Pseudolegendary, Baxcalibur. This Dragon Ice type has some solid moves all around. For PvP, we'll set our sights on the Master League and Master Premier, where it shows a decent win record, but I think some of this is smoke and mirrors, with it losing to a lot of common Pokemon in both formats like Dragonite, Dialga, Zacian, and more, and its wins mainly being lesser Pokemon like Garchomp, Zarude, and Rhyperior. It's still certainly usable, but if you're itching to use an Ice Dragon type, I'd say Kyurem with Glaciate is the way to go. As for rating though, I think Baxcalibur is a bit more interesting. It's not really much special as a Dragon attacker, but as an Ice attacker, Baxcalibur's moveset of Ice Fang and Avalanche makes it the top non-Shadow Ice attacker, better than Galarian Darmanitan and Mamoswine. Obviously though, Shadow Mamoswine is a lot better, but number 2 Ice attacker is nothing to scoff at. I will say that Baxcalibur can fall behind regular Mamoswine in some scenarios though, such as Rayquaza with a Dragon moveset, where Baxcalibur would go down quicker. Still, if you're craving a new Ice attacker, Baxcalibur is a pretty great one. But that just about wraps up our analysis on Wave 2 of the Paldea releases and Go. Which of these are you most excited for? Baxcalibur is definitely going to be really fun, but I'm actually really excited for Bombirdier. But let me know what you're excited about in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming Paldea analyses. We know we're getting more Paldea Pokemon this season, so you don't want to miss those. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.